Hi Adams, this is Miss K, and we are working on episode 7 of Unit 4. We're going to focus on failure today. So don't rest on your successes or wallow in your disappointments. You all have work to do. In some ways, you've all failed, which is great, because what lies in store on today's episode of Eureka? The final wedge. The final frontier in the basic skills of invention, the greatest risk, the greatest reward, the failure challenge. So what is a failure? Well, it's a dramatic word that makes for good TV. In practice, it's not quite as dire. Here, Mr. Edison wants to get a few words in.
Look, witches, you know I don't hold punches, but here's the truth. I never fail. I just discover what doesn't work. For true innovation, you must take true risks and try things that may not work. Because you're the first to try them. Sometimes they will not work at all, and that's okay. Sometimes you succeed in your basic goal, but fail to do it as well as you want. Sometimes failure is a matter of perspective. You may have failed to do what you thought you wanted to do, and accidentally achieved something else. In any case, it's better to take the risk and fail than not to take the risk at all. Especially on TV, risk is interesting. Here, all the judges have things to tell you about failure. Go to the tape.
All right, so here is our video about failure.
So the producers tell me we should talk about failure. I'll start with the sweet potato. I guess I'd say it's sweet like a yam or a pumpkin, but also, well, oh, you want to talk about failure? I guess I must fail to hear you.
George, can we be sillier? That means silliest.
It's George. How many times do I have to?
That is what I said, George. And anyway, it does not matter. Failure is so closely linked to success that there's really no sense in trying to distinguish one from the other.
What? No, there is failure. It exists, all on its own in the crude light of day. I myself, beautiful movie star and brilliant scientific mind, have experienced failure. I myself have experienced crushing defeat.
It is not possible.
It is.
It is not.
I will not play this game with you. It is possible. It happened many times. For instance, I once invented a cube that you could put in water to turn it into what you Americans call soda pop. I worked hard on this thing, and I thought it would change the world, or at least the beverage industry. And then, poof, nothing. It didn't make any fizz.
But if we don't risk failure, we don't stand to gain a thing. In fact, many of life's failures are experiments that were so close to success. So you just have to keep going. And if you have enough ideas, some of them, a few of them, 1,093 of them, will be really good ones.
Maybe it would be more helpful to select tadpoles to talk a bit more specifically about some actual failures on the road to actual success.
Right. Like that light bulb you always hear me talk about. I thought you would never ask. Yes, finally, let me listen. 1878, horse-drawn carriages, candles in every window. There was electricity, but no one had figured out how to light small areas, roads, as opposed to whole city streets. I thought I could figure it out in 6 weeks, and so I started experimenting with the filament, the metal wire inside the bulb. I tried making it out of different materials, but no matter what I did, the bulb would just zap, burn out. It was a year before I found a combination that worked, and then it took another whole year to make a lamp that wouldn't burn out after a week. But in that whole time, I never felt I was failing. I felt I was ruling out possibilities one by one and getting closer and closer to the answer.
And that kind of patience and persistence in the face of frustration is the mark of a good inventor. A great inventor. Inventor extraordinaire.
Indeed it is. Thank you, Joe.
It's George.
All right, our silly judges. Okay, so we're going to continue thinking about failure. those were some great stories about failure from our judges. Even if you succeeded in some of the activities that we've done, there is no way that you did the best possible. So there's always ways to improve our inventions, ways to improve our work. So your task today is to think about what you built in the last episode. So you can do that trash invention, or you can choose another one if you'd like. So think of one invention you've created this unit and write it down. And then you're going to revise your invention to improve it. So you can revise any of these areas, the accuracy, so how well you're building it. Is it easy to build? Is it easy to use? Is it sturdy, or is it going to fall apart? And then is it flexible? So not just a wad of paper, but can your trash invention handle any kind of trash? So think about what area you need to improve on, and then you're going to write 3 sentences about how you could improve that invention. And then number 3, you're going to write what is your plan, what materials will you need, and how will you do it. All right, here is our skills lesson today. So for skills, you're going to be writing a letter. It says, write a letter to the network explaining how failure can be useful in invention. Give 2 examples of failure in your letter. So first, explain how you failed, and then explain how you would change your actions in the future. So you're going to talk about yourself first, and then you're going to give an example about one of those inventors we've learned about. So we've learned about all of our judges. We've also learned about the inventor of the whiteout. We learned about the inventor of the chocolate chip cookie. So think back to those inventors and give one example about how they failed and how they learned from that failure. So here is your starter. Dear network executives, don't cancel Eureka. We have learned that failure is important. The judges have used last season's failures to make the show better. This season I learned by failing. Here's how. So again, you need to explain how you failed, how it changed your actions in the future, and then why an inventor we learned about failed and how he or she learned from that failure. All right, that is it for failure. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye, Adams.